السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أبنائي وبناتي طلاب برايمري 5 in أمجاد لانجويج سكولز. معكم النهاردة مستر علي and we have studied a new lesson 9. It's titled Dividing by a Decimal. The first exercise number 1, divide 3.2 divide 0.4. We must change into fraction form. We know fraction form. We draw the fraction bar and put the numerator and the denominator, and we look at the denominator number 0.4 here. In the decimal part we have one digit, and we can't divide because this decimal point, the numerator must be whole number. To convert 0.4 into whole number, we must times 0.4 by 10, because move this decimal point one digit to the right. So we will multiply the numerator by 10 and the denominator by 10, because don't change the value of the fraction. Equals the decimal point in 3.2 move to the right one digit, become 32, and 0.4 the decimal move one digit, become 4, and divide normally. The value equals 8. This a simple exercise. We will go to another difficult exercise. Divided 2.72 divided 0.8. We change into fractional form as we usual. 2.72 divided 0.8. 0.8 have one decimal point, and one digits. We must multiply 10 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator as the previous exercise, and the decimal point move to the right one digit in the numerator, move between 2 and 7, 2 between 7 and 2, and in the denominator move to the right of 8 and it disappeared. To carry up this division, we must use the long division, dividend and divisor, timetable, and go to the division. 2 divided 8 impossible because 2 is a small number. 27 is possible because 27 is bigger than 8. Search in the table about number as 27 exact not found. Search about number bigger than 27, bigger than 27 no, bigger than 27 no, bigger than 27 no, bigger than 27 yes. Cancel it and take this multiply. 3 write it up, second number write it under dividend, and subtract. We get 3. 7 minus 4 equals 3. 2 min 2 0. We want to write down 2, but we can't write it down because found the decimal point. We must move this decimal point into quotient. This important step, and then we can write down 2. 32 is a new dividend. Divided by 8, yes. Search in the table about 32, we got it. Take 4, write it up, and 32 write it under dividend, and then subtract. We get zeros, and we have finished the division. The result of the division equal 3 0.4. We go to another exercise. Divided 303.125 divided 0.25 equals fraction 4. We observe the denominator have a 2 decimal digits, 2 and 5, and we want to move the decimal point after 2 and after 5. We must multiply by, yes, very good, by 100 مرة numerator and also denominator. The multiply equal 312.5 and a denominator 25. To carry up this division, we must use the long division. Dividend, divisor, timetable, and start division. 3 divided 25 impossible. 31 divided 25 is possible because 31 is bigger than. Search about number as 31, not found. Search a number bigger than 31, yes, 50, أكنسلها, and take this multiply, 1 write it up, 25 write it under dividend, and subtract. The remainder is 6. 1 take 5 impossible, borrow 1, 11 من 5 6, and 2 من 2 0. Then write down 2. The new dividend called 62 is bigger than 25. We can divide it. Search in the table about 62, not found. Search about number bigger than 62, smaller than 62, smaller than 62. This bigger than 62, cancel it and take the above one. 2 write it up, second number write it under dividend, and then subtract. 2 take 0 equal 2, 6 take 5 equal 1. We won't write down 5, but the decimal point we must move it to the quotient, and then we can write down 5. The new dividend 125 divided by 25 because this number is bigger than 25. Search about this number in the table. We find it, yes, we got it. The first number 5, write it up, and the second number write it under dividend, and then subtract. We have zeros, and we have finished the division. The result equal 1 2.5. We will go to another exercise. Story problem. If 362.5 pounds is distributed among the excellent pupils and each one of them takes 14.5 pounds, find the number of excellent pupils. The number of excellent pupils, we must carry up this divided. 362.5 divided 14.5. We change into the fractional form and we will multiply. We have 1 decimal, we must multiply 10 numerator and 10 denominator. The result will be 365 and 145. We must carry up this division in the another slide. The figure of division dividend, divisor, timetable, and start division. 3 divided 145 impossible. 36 divided 145 impossible. 362 is possible because 362 is bigger than 145. Search about number as 362 exact. Search 362, not found. Then search about number bigger than 362. Bigger than 362, no. Bigger than, no. Bigger than, yes. Cancel 400 and take this multiply. 2, write it up. Second number, write it under dividend and subtract the result 72. This is a remainder. We must write down 5. The new dividend 725, bigger than 145, and the division is possible. Search about this number. Yes, we find it. 5, write it up, and the 725, write it under dividend. And subtract, we have zeros. The number of pupils equals 25 pupils. Thank you for listening and goodbye.